哇，爸哦，开油了，这个你来游泳，这个你来游泳，哇爸，哇爸勁定好嘅，200斤嘅咋。
Heavy rain hit parts of China in wake of Typhoon Chaba. Heavy rain is expected to hit central and southern China over the next few days as the expansive rain belts of a weakening typhoon sweep inland from the country's southern coastline. Over the weekend, China's first typhoon of the year brought heavy rain and wind to several southern provinces already waterlogged from weeks of torrential rains and thunderstorms. While the Central Meteorological Observatory has downgraded Chaba to a tropical depression from a typhoon, very unsettled weather is expected in its wake. From Monday to Wednesday, forecasters predict heavy rain and some strong winds in Guangdong province, the Guangxi region in Jiangxi, Hunan, Hubei, Henan, and Shandong provinces. China is historically prone to floods, triggering landslides and swamping many acres of farmland, but increasingly intense rainfall and flooding are set to test its emergency response system in the coming years. This year, China entered its rainy season half a month earlier, with average rainfall 10% more than that of previous years, Liu Weiping, Vice Minister of Water Resources, told Outlook Weekly, managed by the official Xinhua news agency. Rains have overwhelmed rivers, with 425 rivers above flood warning levels since late March, 80% more compared with the same period in the years before 1998, Liu said. Some shortcomings and weak links can be seen in our counterflood and disaster relief system, Liu said, adding that China will step up weather monitoring and its flood storage capacity. On Monday afternoon, the China Meteorological Administration activated its third highest rainstorm alert, state broadcaster CCTV reported. China has a 4-tier alert system where level I signals the most severe warning. The city of Jingzhou in central Hubei province issued a red alert for rainstorm at 8:45 a.m. 45 GMT. A red alert was also issued for the city of Dongguan in southern Guangdong province. In Guangxi region, local forecasters issued red warning signals for the cities of Hubei and Luchuan, which have a combined population of nearly 3 million. In waters off Hong Kong, over the past weekend, more than 24 crew on an engineering vessel with 30 people on board went missing after it snapped in two, authorities said. In recent weeks, historic rainfall and flooding in southern China have destroyed property, perilous traffic, and disrupted the daily lives of millions. Extreme weather, including unusually heavy flooding, is expected to continue in China through August, forecasters predicted last week. Authorities on Saturday said there were at least 2 cases of flooding in Hong Kong after the amber rainstorm warning was issued in the morning. The Drainage Services Department said it has so far confirmed 2 flooding cases for the day. One of them was at the junction of Sa Mao Ping Road and Hip Wo Street near United Christian Hospital, which has since been cleaned up. Police said 2 women aged 26 and 59 sustained injuries to their limbs after slipping at the scene. They were both sent to hospital. The second case of flooding occurred at Sha Kai Wan Main Street East. The department also deployed over 40 emergency teams to inspect flooding black spots throughout the territory. The yellow rainstorm warning signal was issued on Saturday morning at 9 a.m. and was in effect until 12:50 p.m. Several districts recorded over 30 millimeters of rainfall in the morning, while the eastern part of the territory recorded more than 40 millimeters of rain. The downpour came as an active southwest monsoon brought showers and thunderstorms to the coast of Guangdong and the northern part of the South China Sea. The Ministry of Emergency Management on Friday activated a Level 4 emergency response to floods in the 4 provinces of Guangdong, Shandong, Henan, and Hubei, as well as raising the emergency response from Level IV to Level II in the northeastern province of Liaoning in the wake of Typhoon Chaba. The ministry said that Typhoon Chaba was traveling further inland and northward after it made landfall at Xiu district in the city of Puxin, Fujian province in southeast China on Thursday night. It said that joint consultations among different government departments continued on Friday regarding the typhoon's impact on rains, as well as the targeted preparedness measures that need to be taken in coping with floods in provinces including Fujian, Jiangxi, Zhejiang, and Liaoning. Typhoon Chaba is moving deeper inland and northward, bringing heavy rainfall to the central and eastern parts of the country. Some small and medium-sized rivers have experienced floods above the warning level, and the flood control situation is severe and complicated, according to the State Flood Control and Drought Relief Headquarters. We must give full play to the overall coordination and leading role of the Flood Control Headquarters and urge relevant departments to perform their duties and cooperate closely, the headquarters said. They ordered continuous updates on monitoring, forecasting, and warning on the typhoon so as to avoid casualties, and called for strengthened efforts in removing hidden dangers and implementing emergency measures to ensure safe operations. It also called for strengthened efforts on disaster relief and the allocation of disaster relief materials in a timely manner in disaster-stricken areas.